Oh, that's bad. Let me adjust this. You can see the inside of my grubby man mitts. My meat hooks, as it were. My paws. I don't know. Call them what you want. Mitts. I'm just gonna keep. I can't get it level. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. If I cared, I would have done it right in the first place, and I didn't. So look, here we are. So just stop shaking. Hello, welcome to Drinks with Ron. I'm Ron, and you can't see my shirt, but see, it's got an ostrich, and it says allegedly. And if you don't get that joke, then you haven't seen a show called Letterkenny, and I'm jealous of you because you get to go experience that whole show now, and I suggest that you do, especially if you're from a small town like me. The fictitious town of Letterkenny is 4,000 people, and let me tell you, I'm sitting square in the town of 4,000 right now, and some of that shit hits home. You know what else hits home? A good cold beer after a day of busting your ass, chainsawing, cutting trees, logs. I dropped a big chunk of tree right in the middle of the fucking street because clearly it landed where I intended, in the road. So, getting better at this. Yeah, I'm a lumberjack, like 3 out of 10. Anyway, need another drink, so let's go to the champagne of beers. Miller High Life, favorite of mine. I don't actually have the tattoo yet. I'm thinking about doing that. Maybe we'll get one somewhere. But my friends, it's almost 80. This weather is perfect. I told my wife we get about 2 weeks of good weather in this fucking state. I'm gonna enjoy every minute of it. And it won't just be a regular old High Life. No, sir. It's going to be a drink that you've seen last year on the show called a spagett. So if you don't know how to do it, I'll show you now. You take a regular old High Life bottle. You take a drink out of there and you say, yeah, that's High Life. But you don't stop there. No, sir. That's where we bring in some... Oh, fuck. Italian liqueur, a botanical. It looks like grenadine. It's not. It tastes more like bitter herbs. So, oh shit, that's too much. That's too much, man. But I put some in there. You'll see we've got the reddish color now. Very good. That's what you want. The first time I had one of these, I drank it just like this, and I did not like it because I forgot one key ingredient. Lemon wedge. Oh yeah. Squirted right in my face. I don't know how you ladies deal with that. I'm retroactively sorry to a few of you, but that's neither here nor there. See that's I put too much Aperol in there. That's why. You gotta leave. Oh, you gotta leave room for this beautiful little bastard. Look at that. That's summer in a bottle right there. Nash wants out. Norm, hang on. Let me get my best friends. All right, come on, Nash. All right, there we go. Nash is out here. You know what? It's bright out here. Nash, you want to get in the shot, buddy? Hang on. Let me get Nash. Come on, bro. Yeah, look at this fucking dog. This dog's adorable. If adorableness was like a rating that you could have, and like you got viewers based on the adorableness rating, I have so many fucking viewers right now. It's this guy. It's the most adorable fucking dog I've ever seen. Look at this fucking dog. Look at this dog. Norm, look up here. Look at the camera. Norm. Nah, he's not much of an actor, but man, is he fucking delightful to look at. Kings of Leon on the platter. I am sure we are destined for a copyright flag on this sumbitch because that's how it works here on Drinks with Ron. But yeah, mainly I wanted to remind everyone how to make a spagett. What is it? It's almost 6 o'clock. Holy giant bug. Oh, well, yeah. You know what, Norm? Explore. Sniff that beetle. And what bad could come of it? Only good. Learning is important. It's fundamental, as I've been told. Anywho, 6 o'clock. I worked all morning. Got done with work, came home, fired up the chainsaw, Cleaned up some of the branches I dropped yesterday, dropped bigger branches today, as I said, in the middle of the street, which then led to a very hurried cleanup because you could barely get one car through. I'm just like, yeah, that's where I meant to drop it. I wanted it blocking a whole lane of traffic. That's what I wanted. Hey, look over there. What's that? Is it aliens? Probably aliens. Anyway. 6 o'clock. Worked all morning, then I chainsawed all afternoon. Just got done chainsawing. Gonna have my 4th spagett. I have a podcast in an hour. Which doesn't sound like, you know, such a big thing, but I'm producing it, so I kind of have to know what I'm doing and be able to do things. And we also drink and smoke on the podcast, so I'm clearly going to get worse than where I am now, which is beer number 4 at 6 p.m. Decided to start an hour early tonight. We're going to do an NPR. Well, not an N. Last year we did an NPR style fundraiser. That's pledge drive, as it were. I'm not going to do that this year. We're going to plug the Etsy store, which, by the way, if you want to buy some merchandise, Outsiders Social Club is the Etsy store. So head there. You can get a t-shirt with my picture on it, or my dog's, or Yikes Mountains caricature drawing. You can get so many things. I suggest you do. Trying to pay for the podcast with t-shirt sales this year. Probably not going to work. I don't care. Fuck you. Anyway, so that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna plug the Etsy store, the Venmo RJT243. If you'd like to donate, $5 to donate, you can get a mention on the Outsider Social Club podcast. $10, will give you our no slander guarantee, and that guarantee does come with some fine print that says there's no guarantee you won't be slandered whatsoever. In fact, you will probably be slandered because you've been determined to be so soft you had to pay an extra $5 for us not to make fun of you. Now we're gonna make fun of you anyway and take your $5 because it's the Outsider Social Club. Hey, what's that? Bird? Yeah, probably a bird. There's a woodpecker somewhere over here. Don't ask me how I know. But yeah, so hour 1, we're doing the fundraiser. So if you want to buy a t-shirt or just straight donate money to the Venmo, I encourage it. And then for the last half hour or so, we're going to play just a bunch of our fake commercials. I was going to play them all, but it's like, we made so many fake commercials. There's like an hour of fake commercials now. So I can't play them all. I cut them down. We got 21 minutes of commercials. We'll fill that out to a half hour. Coming back in hour 2, we're going to do pathetic geek stories. I don't know if you've ever read The Onion. If you haven't, again, I'm envious of you for just discovering this great thing that you now get to go back and learn of. But The Onion, great newspaper, still available. You can get it mailed right to your house. One of their recurring bits was pathetic geek stories, and it was people would tell stories, generally middle school, high school, of things that they'd done or that had happened to them that were very ha-ha. And I can do it better, Nelson. I just chose not to there. But yeah, basically embarrassing stories. So I'm going to steal the whole concept, but I don't want to steal the name too. So I think I'm going to go Ralph Wiggum and just call this whole segment, I'm embarrassed for you. I don't know. But I do know that if I were you, I'd look that way. There's something. Nothing. Fucking false alarm. Wait, chemtrails. Hang on. Anyway. Yeah, so that'll be hour 2. We're going to do that. I only have a couple. Don't want to give away the goods and talk anybody out of listening to the pod, but my all-time favorite, well, I had one Dated this girl in high school for like, I don't know, a week, 2 weeks, whatever the fuck that is. Feels like an eternity. You're gonna get married or be together forever. 10 days. She stops returning your calls. Anyway, one of those. So I was at work delivering pizzas, and I was driving a 1984 Ford Escort with a stick, because I'm cool as shit. So the thing was, I was having a problem, which I didn't know at the time. It turned out to be the air intake. The intake, the hose on it was cracked shitless, so it was drawing too much air. It was mixing the fuel incorrectly and killing my car. The solution wound up being duct tape. But at this time, I didn't know that. So I thought the solution was just give it more gas. So I'm trying to leave this gas station, and I see this girl that I used to date like a month ago walking down the sidewalk with her friend. And there's me and my Escort, and I don't want it to die, man, because, I mean, I don't care. You know, whatever. I've been ghosted before. I said, I'm married now, so I don't think I'll have to worry about it. But ghosting, I'm an old man. Believe me, you can't hurt my feelings anymore. But back then, it was like I could deal with that, but I just couldn't look like a fucking idiot and have my car die in front of her. And it started sputtering. So what I did was give it a bunch of gas. And you know what happens when you give cars a bunch of gas? I fucking squealed, peeled rubber, sugar. A Ford Escort. A 4-cylinder Ford Escort to peel rubber out of a gas station down Main Street looks like you had to be trying to do it. Not something you can accidentally generally do in a Ford Escort unless you're very bad at driving a clutch. So essentially it just looked like I was trying to be cool and chirp my fucking tires, and I did a bad job. Like, Jesus Christ. Worst case scenario, but not worst case scenario. Music's running out. I still have a full spagett. You know, not one block from where this happened. Apparently my bad luck's all centraled right in this area. Different girl I dated in high school, and again got dumped. I was working at a sandwich establishment at this point. So I was in there doing food preparations to make them into sandwiches later, as one does. I believe I was cutting onions in the back. There's a big circular cutter. It's this thing, and it's got these 2 blades on the inside, and you put an onion in there, and you push the side, and you go like this, and onion juice gets everywhere, and you just fucking, you break out. I was terrible. I reacted the worst to onions. I'd have to go stand in the freezer and try to get clean air and just get my sinuses cleared out. I reacted terribly. So I'm cutting them. I'm the only one there. Slicing these onions, the door dings. I go up front. I swear to Jeebus, it is my ex-girlfriend's 3 best friends. The day after she dumps my ass, I come walking out of the back, tears streaming. They looked at me like I was a 3-legged dog with the 3rd leg caught in a trap. And the pity that rained down upon me. And I wanted so badly to say, oh, no, I'm cutting onion. But the only thing that would have made me look sadder and more pathetic is if I would have tried to make an excuse for why I was crying the day after I was dumped and blamed it on onions. So just like the gas, you just don't want it to look worse. That's all the goal was. It's just mitigate the mental, internal damage, and then like, okay, I can't tell them I was cutting onions. I'll just look like a piece of shit. So, oh, they looked at me. I've never felt so. My dad died when I was 2. I know what being looked at with pity feels like. I was pitied so hard there, it was uncomfortable. I said, my dad dying when I was a tiny kid. You feel that from people, and I hate it. I hate to be pitied. You can feel it in here. Everybody looks at, like I said, it looks at you like you're a 3-legged dog. And God, I fucking just don't fucking. This is probably the most sad looks I got from anybody ever. And it's like, it's onions. It's just a reaction. I'm sad because the plight of onions. But man, I'm running long. I'm at 15 minutes. I don't want to pay the wrath of Todd. Fine. I actually drank with Todd last week. And fuck. Ran out of music. Ran long. Still got fuck. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna pay $1. So for Drinks with Ron, I'm Ron, getting ready to hopefully produce a decent podcast or 3. Signing off.